Video. Yeah, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happens YouTube Atheist Community and Stick and Phone. Alright, wasn't Stick and Tiny Chat. Incredibly boring and stupid. I will post the link eventually, but yes, it really wasn't worth much. Last night's interaction with the world. So yeah, I am watching the whatever Anticontavad. Look at the creepies in there too. But it doesn't say much. Oh, but all this inane conversation about, whether reality is reality until we show up and make reality reality. It's not reality. It's just, it's just too pitiful for words, right? Embarrassing. People are just, humans just embarrassing humanity. But anyway, bigger fish to fry thing. So anyway, I did want to mention first, just while you're still paying attention. Yeah, we're going to be doing this free will podcast thing. Me and the Ortega guy. Yeah, the Ortega guy. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember anybody's name, especially now, today, at this moment. But anyway, that I talked to before with the vlogger dome thing about free will. Nice guy. Anyway, and then some other people, this, that, and the other thing people. So it's going to be like a group of people. So there's like whatever, 6, 7, 8 of us so far, and we need another 6 or 7 other people. And so I'm thinking people like, I mean, you'll have to do like an hour's worth of work a week kind of thing. It's this podcasting thing, and so you'll basically make a video, either talking to someone or doing something, or just narrating yourself, or just making an hour, half-hour video on the subject of free will in some way, some relation to it anyway. And this is when we want to do a daily thing, daily show kind of thing. So anyway, if anybody's interested, contact me, or I can give you the relevant contact information, I suppose, or contact people, or whatever. But there's like a weekly thing on Skype on Sundays to, so you can get up to speed if you're interested. Trick, remember Trick guy? He's going to be part of it, a few others. So, anyway, just throwing it out there. Might as well just make a public appeal to the interested. So obviously you have to be you have to be pretty certain that free will is a crock of shit, and be able to make some arguments in defense of humanity waking up to the fact that they're just stupid machines. You're just a toaster. And you don't even make good toast. It's just the truth. Anyway, alright, so you're a toaster with sense organs, sensitive nipples, but not much more than that. Anyway, you don't have to go that far, but you just have to concede that your identity isn't creating anything. It's mixing things that have already hit you. There's already garbage in. You stir the garbage and barf it out in some new form. And sometimes you can, make a good meal out of the garbage. But most of the time you're just grinding garbage. You don't even have to think that. But the point is you know what I'm saying. The point is the universe is cause and effect. Your identity, your personality, your skills, your everything that you are is all just byproduct. This sentence I just said was a byproduct. The way I said it and the gestures I said it with, it's all byproduct. The fact that I just did a falsetto voice is a byproduct of the fact that I saw somebody do falsetto voice and now I'm doing falsetto. It's just byproduct. You don't really make product. Product was back. way back. And the rest of the game is just the dominoes falling. Something else set them up a long time ago, and they're just falling. See, you don't even have to believe that, but just something close to that. Okay, let's go that far. Anyway, so that took longer than I thought it would. So what else? Yeah, and so anyway. So I got all this stuff I gotta do. I gotta work. I got just forget about it. Tomorrow's gonna be a mess. So who knows when I'll get stuff uploaded? Who knows when anything will happen? So just telling you, giving you fair warning. I got a lot of shit to do quickly. I mean, in the near future. And this damn computer isn't quite working, so I will have to. Some people who know something about computers, I mean, it's got me stumped. I don't really get this whole hard drive FAT32 versus nifacid versus. I mean, it's just irritating, right? Okay, well, here's the computer, right? So it's actually working, all right? But all the hard drives that have operating systems I like on it fail. So they obviously have some driver or some bullshit that just is not compatible with this damn fucking motherboard in some way. It just, I mean, they'll work on the old computer. They don't work on this computer. And it's pissing me off. So I can't figure out why. Yeah, it's just irritating. So anyway, I have to work on that. So I don't know how specific I have to get to. I'm just sick of, you go into the setup program and you got these idiotic choices and you're saying, what, 15 choices, I gotta try it with each choice? Oh, forget about it. And it's that whole SATA thing versus the, ED, whatever the hell it is, and IDE. In a way, it's just, it's just irritating. It's, the operating systems that might work are on IDE drives. Anyway, so then you use USB, and I don't know if that really works. But anyway, I'm just sick of failure. I've just had a lot of failures. I mean, I'm glad it's working, but yeah, it doesn't. It's not really very good if it's working, and I can't run the operating system I need to. So anyway, the older one anyway. I mean, I guess I can activate a Windows 7 from one of these computers somewhere, but I really don't want to do that. But anyway, whatever, I'll do what I have to do, I suppose. Eventually, I'll just give up. It's just failing. Like Windows will start loading and it fails, does the blue screen thing, and then it got then the message disappears because it auto restarts, which is really irritating. So it blue screens and you don't get to read the blue screen. So then you have to go through that whole thing where you deactivate the auto reload so you can read the blue screen. But the blue screen really doesn't tell you that much. But anyway, I think it's just some sort of stupid driver that I must have loaded on all of the hard drives at one time or another, because I had them all in one computer at one time or another, so they all had those drivers loaded at one time or another, and apparently those drivers are just incompatible with something, and for some reason they're loading when they shouldn't load because they're not compatible, apparently. Well, there, so I already answered the question, so I guess I just have to find the files and strip them off the hard drives, I guess. I mean, you can't uninstall them, and well, whatever, I don't know. Never mind. Alright, so enough of that subject. What else is news? Alright, so the tiny chat thing, I did it, and I will post the videos, but they're warning. I'll label it junk because it's just as much a junk as you can get. There are some good, like, Godzilla movies and maybe some, kitty chick stuff, and that's not too bad, but yeah, there's 5 minutes of that, you're pretty much done, right? But anyway, yeah, it was just not a very useful evening. Alright, then there's that. What else have I been working on? There's some other thing I've been working on. Oh no? I don't think I do. Okay, he doesn't remember either. There's something. It doesn't really matter though. That's enough probably. Yes, I'm just so whatever. Yeah, that's all. I make videos and stuff. But things I got to do. I just know there was something I wanted to reference. Something that was somewhat important. I just don't remember what it was though. All right, so I'll just give up. And if, I can always make another video some other time when I get around. Nothing's urgent, right? There's nothing. There's really nothing urgent. If I do something today or I do it 4 days from now, what's the difference, right? It doesn't make a difference. Feels like I should do things, but it really doesn't matter. So, there's something else. Alright, tiny chat sucked. Free will thing. Computers, pain in the ass. just don't know. I know there was something else though. All right. So there, I just wasted enough time thinking about the fact that I know there's something else. Something I should be mentioning. Yeah, anyway, the old fan did some good videos, you know, for little scenes from her movie. You know, she does just makeup and stuff very well. You know, I think it's going to be quite interesting. Her performance, her, what do you call that? Performance art, you know, almost. Performance art on the subject of life on Earth. So, it's pretty good, you know, in metaphor. Yeah, I think that's right. That'll have to do. Yes, I just don't. I get too distracted. So anyway, so I'll cut you a break, a short kind of video. Get back to regular scheduled business when it's time to get back to regular scheduled business. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And so yeah, until next time. I mean, I thank you to the people who do show up in Tiny Chat, but yeah, I just obviously have to get people in there that are worthy of, I mean, that can handle having an argument in the way I like to have an argument, you know, which is not too rude, just rude enough. And there just don't seem to be too many people willing to do that. So anyway, that's really enough, I think. Okay, I'll surrender on this video and just call it a failure. So, expect some junk videos. And I'm just telling you, watch them at your own risk. Because there's very little value in them. Okay, so until next time.